What's poppin', Rob Television? Welcome back to another reaction with your boy. As you can see by the title, man, yes, I'm back with another Larry Legend reaction video. Now, this is the third and final. No, I think I might react to one more video after this one. But if not, this is the third and final reaction video, man. This is my three-part series that I did from, doing a poll on my channel and asking you guys who you want to see me react to for my next three videos out of Bird and Jordan. And, of course, you guys picked Bird. But this is the third video for my coming back from my week-long hiatus. I'm so sorry for that, most definitely. But as you can see by the title, man, this is he killed Larry Bird, but then, which I'm guessing he might have had a good game against Bird, and then after that one good game, or a good play maybe, and after that one good play, but then was Larry Bird abusing him. So you know how we do over here, man. We ain't gonna do too much talking, but before we get into this video, do me a big favor, man. Smash that thumbs up button. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Click that post notification bell to be notified on all things Rob Television. 2K on the way, no cap.
Hey, what's up?
2,000 subscribers, not 2K the
If you're
video
an
game.
old school NBA fan like I am, make sure you check out the Basketball Time Machine with my man Sean David.
Hello and good day to you all. I hope everybody's doing all right. I'm Sean David. Thanks for tuning in. Now, first of all, I want to give a shout out back to Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson's show, All the Smoke. It's a great show. They also cover a lot of old school basketball, so you want to check that one out. And for my episode today, I want to cover a Larry Bird story that I'm pretty sure not too many of you guys know. You know, I always do my best to find stories that haven't been covered a million times before, and I think this one could be very interesting to you. So let's dig right into today's episode.
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
Larry Bird, the man who really helped carry the Celtics past the Philadelphia 76ers against Robert Reed, who I felt was very instrumental in the success of the Houston Rockets against Kansas City.
Look at the shooting statistics. 50% for Houston, only 33 for Boston Celtics. Here's Robert Reed with another steal, his second of the game. And nice plays.
Ooh, I thought he dunked him.
And Reed playing with great confidence. There is Alan Level, who starts the second half. Robert Reed, 18 from the outside. 6-point lead for Houston. Billy Parks had an excellent first half. Look what Robert Reed came up with. That'll count, and he's fouled by Robert Parrish. 4 on Robert Parrish. He's on the bench. Larry Bird. Reed comes out on him. Bird almost travels. Reed comes up to Henderson. That was just fine defense by Robert Reed. Three on one. Robert Reed. Now there's 5 seconds on the shot clock. Archibald on the move. Rebound Reed. You see the time left.
And that's what he's going to do. If his team needs scoring, he'll do that.
Larry Bird, I'll be honest, we always pointed at each other. We never really shook hands until after the series was over with. But he was the type of guy, a player, that if you didn't bring it that night, he'd tell you, why don't you just go home? Just go on back. Because he wanted the competition every night. And you have to respect that.
Now, this story involves a player with the name of Robert Reed. He played for the Houston Rockets in the early 1980s, and this is exactly where we're going to start with this story. Robert Reed was drafted in the second round with the 40th pick overall by the Houston Rockets in the year 1977. In his rookie season, Robert received about 20 minutes per game because his team at that time was in the rebuilding process and was really trying to get better year by year. Reed was a 6'8" small forward that loved to run the floor. In most of his games, he was not taking any shots, but he was more known to finish with layups at the end of a fast break. But still, Robert worked really hard at his game, and in his second season, he was already starting in many games. His numbers increased, and he was a player that could easily average 15 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. In most games, he also did a very good job defensively against some of the best players in the league. In the year 1980, the Rockets were a solid team that could compete for the playoffs, and Robert was averaging almost 16 points, 7 rebounds, and was setting a franchise records with 2 steals per game. And in exactly that season, he also had 1 regular season game against Larry Bird. It was the 19th of December in 1980, and Robert Reid was guarded by Larry Bird. But that night, Robert simply destroyed Larry. And no matter what Bird did, he was not able to stop Robert. At the end of the game, Robert Reid had 32 points on Bird. Now we have to put that into the right perspective.
Sheesh.
Larry was not a great defender, but he was a solid defender. And not so many players were able to drop 32 points on Larry. But this would not be the only time that Robert Reid would give Larry Bird buckets. Now the Houston Rockets had a 40-42 record and barely made it into the playoffs. But someway somehow they managed to upset one team after the other, and they really made it to the NBA Finals. And their opponent would be the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics in that season were already an incredible team. Larry Bird was still very young, but already one of the brightest stars in the league next to Magic Johnson and Dr. J. When the Rockets made it to the finals, most people believed that the Celtics would sweep them. And rightfully so. Boston had a way better team with countless superstars. Houston, on the other hand, had to wait for a couple more years before Hakeem Olajuwon would join the franchise and become their new superstar. In Game 1, the Rockets had to play in Boston and were the clear underdog. But Robert Reid was playing out of his mind.
Welcome to sold-out Boston Garden. Game 1 of the NBA Championship Finals as the Boston Celtics play host to the Houston Rockets.
Tough-minded team that has a lot of willpower, and so that I don't think they're coming here.
And Fitch directing his team into the finals. After 8 years in Cleveland, his second year with Boston, and Billy Pulse again. Pulse has really been an unsung hero for this Houston team. Steal, Robert Reid. Reid, who led the team this year, set a record for Houston in steal. 3, 2, Reid with 1. He just got it underway and hit it. Reid again. Maxwell on the pick by Billy Pulse, and Reid has 12 points. Look at the shooting statistics. 50% for Houston, only 33 for the Boston Celtics. Here's Robert Reid with another steal, his second of the game. And nice plays foul by him.
Fast too,
Reid
man.
playing with great confidence in the series this year. There is Alan Level, who starts the second half. Robert Reid, 18 from the outside. 6-point lead for Houston. Billy Pulse in the first half. Look what Robert Reid came up with. That'll count, and he's fouled by Robert Perry. Out to Reid. Robert Reid. Reid is having an outstanding night. 4 on Robert Perry. She's on the bench. Larry Bird. Reid comes out on him. Bird almost travels. Reid comes up to Henderson. That was just fine defense by Robert Reid. Reid moving in. Fall away. Beauty. Left hand. Super. Beautiful. Back to the live action. 5 seconds on the shot clock. 3. Reid with 2, and Reid hits another big shot. 27 points for Robert Reid.
At the end, the Celtics won that game just by 3. But Robert Reid had an incredible performance on both ends of the floor. Not only did he drop 27 points on the Celtics, 16 on Bird by the way, but he also stole the ball 4 times from Larry Bird. Now, the Celtics really tried everything to stop Reid. They put different players on him, always had a fully committing help side, but Reid shot 54% that night. And this was only the beginning of a very crazy series. In the first 5 games of that series, Robert Reid held Larry Bird to an average of just 16 points per game. He was playing the passing lanes like crazy, trying to limit Bird's touches, and really made it hard for Bird to breathe. Reid, on the other hand, also had his problems on the offensive side for the Knicks games. Shutting down Larry Bird really took all of his energy. Only in Game 4 he put up decent numbers where he scored 19 points. Then, in Game 6, the Celtics were leading 3-2. They had the chance to close out the series. Robert Reid, who was a very religious man, prayed before the game.
Out the door of the hotel, I got on my hands and knees, and I said, Lord, now you brought us a mighty long way, and we want to thank you. I want
No
to
thanks,
thank
but
you.
he look like
Now,
a
Lord, you know,
pastor
I've
for real.
never prayed for a victory. I'm not now, but just do this. Give me the strength so this white boy Larry Bird does not get MVP.
Then when the game started, again Robert Reid was unstoppable.
Reid with Maxwell on in. Robert Reid uses the screen by after going 0 for 4. Dunleavy gets one. 23-18. Henderson. Bird is back. 3 on 1. Robert Reid. As now there's 5 seconds on the shot clock. Archibald on the move. Rebound, Reid. You see the time left. Robert Reid makes it a 1-point game. Standing high school player. Robert Reid, quick move. The first half. Henderson off to Willoughby. Reid, Carr reaches. reaching in, but Robert Reed. Summit, they're excited. 4 minutes left in the second period. Billy Pauls with 4 seconds on the shot clock. Reed, 3, 2. Reed, it will count, and a foul underneath the basket. And Billy Pauls.
Again, Robert Reed was unstoppable and dropped 27 points, but it would not be enough. Why? Because Larry Bird was also unstoppable that night. Not only did he also have 27 points, but he had the game-deciding three-pointer in the last minute of the game, being there when it mattered the most. After the series, Robert Reed and Larry Bird would shake hands for the first time as a sign of respect. Larry Bird, who was shut down the entire series, was there when it mattered the most. And also in that series, he would have one play that would go down as one of the best plays in NBA history.
That is an iconic play, I ain't gonna even lie.
Okay, everyone, that's it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed this video. Also, if you want to hear more Larry Bird stories, I think I have like 5 or 6 different stories, similar type of stories on this channel, so you might want to check them out. And I guess I'll see you next time. Be safe and stay healthy. Peace. I'm out.
Yes, sir. Alright, you guys, that is it for this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, do me a big favor, man. Smash that thumbs up button. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. When you subscribe, click that post notification bell to be notified on all things Rob Television. I'm out this thing. Gang.